Hello, everyone. I just want to say a thought, maybe a thought or two, and I'm probably still going to do my other part of my other vision from 2011. But I just had another comment. Um, that might be how I do it. Just when I see a comment that really catches me, then go ahead and make a short reply. But it was to something. I keep getting comments from this off and on about the American dream, and how really we woke up to a nightmare when we stopped dreaming, and I made many comments and replies to that. I guess I originally had made a comment to the video, but never satisfied. Always chasing the dream, but it just sparked in me, because man hasn't understood what the gospel truly is and what the word truly was, because man has not. It wasn't understood rightly, neither in a right time, and none of these things was understood for what they truly were. When you understand what truly is all about, everything, it all makes sense, because you know what the work was for. There's so much. Man's minds are just have been kept so closed. And it's not easy. The work that has been done in myself and others, it took, it's making you able to reason and see, to perceive rightly again. And that was the preparation. Man sees as, how you see the gospel, and they see it as this is how it happened. And now they're all waiting and watching for all these things, because they never understood the language that was being spoke. And that's why it's so hard for me to come to speak many things, and because you don't know how, because you know what's still in the mind. Those who are looking, and there's certain things that I told you I need to fully understand, what will be with, how it will all unfold. I know why it was done and what is the will and the purpose, and but there's just certain things I haven't, because I don't like to speak wrongly. I don't want to speak before I understand something fully. That's what the whole problem is. Man did not understand what was written. And it was the preparation. They did not understand what the preparation was, the making the way straight. They didn't understand what it says. It's about kingdoms falling. One kingdom, and I'll just say in part, because I can't, there's just so much to it all. One kingdom was only set up that it can fall. And then a new kingdom be paved upon it. That kingdom had to be placed under feet. And it's not done how man thinks that it was done. It was a preparation. And it is through this preparation, that now we see. This is the end. It's been with the preparation it was the making, it was how it was made straight. And there's just so much. I just don't know how to explain all of it yet. There's so many. Even many of my brethren still hold to things that, you know, they haven't seen the big, full picture. And, you know, it was all the preparation, making us see what we couldn't see. Therefore, once you see, then you turn, and then you redirect your path, your step. And only after you see, you know, the kingdom of Satan built, and only after it falls, that's how we learn. That's how we was made to see. You know, and it's not understanding it. I haven't heard everything yet. That's why it's hard for me to speak these things. Because I know what's not, and I know, you know, I know what the work is about and what is going to be accomplished, but I don't know how it will unfold. I don't know what if there's going to be something that just, I don't even know how to say it. You see it happening, and will it just continue to grow little by little? Will people just continue to wake and wake, or will there actually be a help come? Is the help all in us that we've already been given, or will there actually be assistance come to help? You know, I don't know how to, there's just some things I have to fully understand. Because I know there's more. I've seen, I've experienced, you know, and although spirit is what is within man, you know, the darkened spirit, the darkened thoughts, the evil imagination, or the opposite of that. And then that rules within the man. It's that mind, that heart that rules. So we have here, we have one by one, Satan, the kingdom is being taken from Satan and delivered to Christ, to the kingdom, to the true sons of God. It happens in each of us. So there's a thing with spirit that I understand spirit and how spirit works, but because of what I've seen with my eyes, I know there's more out there. You know, whether that was vision, only vision, and like the one, funny, I just had another idea that, like I spoke of the vision I saw at the beginning when I ate the book, that the man on my bed. Now that I never thought that was, I thought that was spirit. It was dream or vision. It was something that you could only, you know, perceive. The vision was in my mind, but when I've had my experience in 2011, that I actually felt as if I was actually there in the presence with, and you know, it was as if it, you know, it was a physical happening. So I don't understand that yet. Who was that, you know, but even there's, I'll tell that vision and what I understand of it. Because even if I was actually let out and taken, even when I saw the mighty one, that could have just been vision. I don't know that, you know, that was any kind of physical, or at least what it says there's celestial, there's terrestrial, and what's the other one? There's 3 different flesh. So what I'm saying is, I don't know if there is actually the Most High that someone that's going to actually come and, I don't see this as man sees it, because I know what's happening in us. One was cast out, one is reigning. But still, it was all a preparation. We are at the finalization. We are at the fulfillment when we see it all coming together. See, it's so hard. It's just hard for me to speak when I don't understand fully some things. So I look to the things that I do understand, and I can't. I don't know everything that's going to happen. I don't know everything that's how it's all going to unfold. But I know what's happening in spirit, and in spirit, in each of us, the fruit is known. Your Father's known. But to those, my brethren, myself, it is Satan's being cast out from the rule within us. There's a whole new rule going on within us, and it begins with us. I don't know how it's all going to manifest in the earth. I only know what happens within us. So I hope something made sense, but if every man is looking and teaching and speaking these things, and it's all contradiction, none seeing eye to eye. If this is what's been being spoken all these hundreds and hundreds of years, I knew that a long time ago, before, when I realized if it's man and the mainstream religion teaching it, I knew turn. I knew that's how I knew I had been given enough. What I didn't know, what I had been assured of, and I knew there was the point that I knew whatever was going to happen, when I see the world chasing after, or the world speaking it, that was how I would know what to not follow after or believe. And it speaks of building up old waste places. Well, there's just so much, but the whole work was a plan of salvation. I don't understand the part why it has to be done for those. Do they have to see? Because that's what had to happen. That's how it's written. Those who did not have the faith, did not believe, they had to see with their carnal eyes. So I suppose those who, they'll have to see with their carnal eyes. We who are seeing in spirit and having this work in us, we just want it to come together. That, if that's, and it might just be that, how slowly, I'm not even going to go into no conjecture, but, and it was because there's some things that was just so much that I don't like to offend, and that's what makes it hard for me to speak. Man, they're seeing annihilation and all this happening and waiting, and the whole preparation was a preparation of salvation. It was to put wickedness and evil under our feet. We had to go through this journey, and there's just so much to it. But man, in all their ignorance and blindness, they they don't hear a gospel of salvation. It's a gospel of destruction. They don't hear a long endurance of the Spirit working for salvation. They just, I'll make that make more sense. I'm not going to, 15 minutes, that's too long, and I don't even know if I've said anything. Just, there's just so much going on. There's so much to everything. You know, and I've said before, the end justifies the means. When we're in blindness and darkness, we see what happens. We see what rules. We had to be made to see that once and for all, the wickedness could be put under our feet. And that righteous could reign in us and through us. It was a good work. And I don't know how, for those who can't see, I don't know. But what this kingdom here that we see that is built on darkness, it will fall. And then we'll be able to be the righteous kingdom built upon it.